If you're a football fan, then you know, there's no match on earth like El Clásico. What we just witnessed was not just a match, it was a movie, a war, a classic written in gold ink. Yes, I'm talking about El Clásico, FC Barcelona versus Real Madrid. And not just any Clásico. This one was history being made before our eyes. If you missed it, don't worry. I've got you covered, and even if you saw it, trust me, reliving this will feel like goosebumps all over again. So let's set the scene. 2024-25 season. 4 matches. 4 wins for FC Barcelona. 16 goals scored against their eternal rivals. Real Madrid fans call it pain. Barca fans, they're calling it paradise. And the most recent chapter, that glorious 4-3 win that felt like every second was made to break or bless a heart. Yes, 7 goals. Drama, emotion, flair, courage, and a young hero rising on big stage. Welcome to El Clásico, where football becomes a feeling. Now picture this, Real Madrid storms into the match with fire in their boots. By the 20th minute, they've scored twice. 2-0. Most teams would collapse. The Bernabeu would erupt in belief. But not this Barca. No, not the 2024-25 Barca. Because even Toni Kroos, yes, the Toni Kroos, had doubts. He later admitted, and I quote, "Even after going 2-0 up, I still had doubts that the match would tilt in Madrid's favor, to be honest." When a Real Madrid legend can't find comfort in a 2-0 lead, you know something special is brewing in the Catalan camp. The comeback started with fire. A goal from Lewandowski, vintage and clinical. Then Yamal, yes, that name again. Lamine Yamal, just a kid on paper, but on the pitch, he's carrying the soul of Ronaldinho and the courage of Iniesta. His touch, his composure, and that magical left foot, it's like destiny dressed in Blaugrana. He scored, again, then assisted, again. He's not playing like a team, he's writing his own legend, and then came the turning point. The energy shifted. Barcelona wasn't chasing anymore, they were hunting, ferocious, coordinated, hungry. Every pass, every press, every overlapping run felt like they had rehearsed it 1,000 times in the dreams of fans. Pedri controlled the midfield like a young general. Frenkie de Jong was poetry in motion. And let's not forget João Cancelo, storming down the flank like a man possessed. But Real Madrid didn't back down either. Jude Bellingham, elegant and ruthless, brought the score back to 3-3 with a bullet of a strike. The stadium shook, and it was like time froze. 85 minutes in, 3-3, you could hear hearts beating through screens. Fans from both sides glued to their chairs, pacing their rooms, hands on heads, prayers whispered. And just when you thought the saga was headed for a draw, Barcelona hit again. 89th minute. Who else? Lamine Yamal. The kid. The magician. The future. 4-3. Tears. Screams. Disbelief. Joy. Agony. This was football at its absolute peak. A script that Hollywood writers would call unrealistic. A match where legends were humbled and new stars were born. The statistics? Let me throw some at you. Barcelona had 62% possession. 19 shots. 8 on target. 5 big chances created. 4 goals. Real Madrid wasn't far behind in effort. They had 38% possession but managed 14 shots and 6 on target. Both teams gave everything, but only one walked away with all the glory. This was Barca's 4th straight Clásico win in the 2024-25 season. And that's not just dominance, that's legacy. Scoring 16 goals against Madrid in a single season is not just a stat, it's a message. A message that says, we're back. We never left. We're rebuilding our empire with youth, talent, and a style that makes the world watch. Lamine Yamal alone has been involved in 7 of those 16 goals. Let that sink in, a teenager tormenting one of the most experienced defenses in Europe. You see, the thing about these kinds of wins isn't just the celebration. It's about what they mean. For the fans, for the club, for the future. Barcelona was drowning in financial chaos just seasons ago. Headlines screamed crisis, players left, critics mocked. But here we are, back on the pitch, outplaying giants, and doing it with joy. The kind of joy that turns stadiums into symphonies. And don't forget the psychological edge. For Real Madrid, losing once to Barca stings. Losing twice hurts. But 4 times, in a row. That carves a hole in the armor. These matches are more than points, they're about pride. About control. And right now, Barcelona owns the psychological upper hand. Even Madrid's own can't hide it. Kroos saying 2-0 didn't feel safe is like a captain admitting the ship is shaking. Barcelona fans, you've waited years for this. You've endured tough times. But now, your team is flying. Not just winning games, but defining an era. And if this continues, Lamine Yamal might not just be the star of the season, he could be the face of a new generation. As for Real Madrid, they're still a powerhouse. Still filled with talent. But they've got soul searching to do. Because right now, Barcelona is doing more than winning. They're painting masterpieces in enemy territory. So, what's next? Can Barca maintain this dominance for the rest of the season? Will Madrid rise again? Will Lamine Yamal keep breaking records before he's even old enough to rent a car? These are the questions only football can answer, with time, passion, and maybe another unforgettable night under the lights. But one thing's for sure, this Clásico, this 4-3 thriller, will be remembered for years. Not just for the goals, but for what it symbolized. A shift. A storm. A statement. And most of all, a reminder of why we love this game. If you felt something watching this game, if you jumped off your seat, screamed at your screen, or just sat stunned in silence, then you're not alone. That's the magic of El Clásico. That's the magic of football. Thanks for riding through the emotions with me here on Soccer Spender. We'll be back with more football stories, emotional rollercoasters, and epic match breakdowns. Until next time, stay passionate, stay loyal, and keep loving the beautiful game. And hey, if you think this Clásico was crazy, just wait. Football always finds a way to top itself.